Do you want to increase your flexibility? Do you want to increase your caloric burn with every workout? Do you want to increase your whole body strength? Then we need to talk about your range of motion. The body is use it or lose it, baby. So if you are not using it, you will lose it. If you are doing squats, as an example, and you are only doing quarter squats, you will not suddenly gain the ability to do full depth squats, no matter how much weight you add on to your quarter squats. Will you get stronger in the range of motion of the quarter squat with more reps, more weight, progressive overload? Yes, you will. Will you be able to get down lower in that squat by working that upper range of motion? No, you will not. And although I know it is painful and it is a blow to our ego to work on that full range of motion, we have to do it if we want the functional benefits of strength training. Now listen, your vanity is valid. I want you to take pride in what you do and how you look. But how cool you look during exercise is not the time to let vanity get in your way. And let me tell you, anyone who's got an eye for this stuff doesn't think it looks cool to do partial range of motion push-ups. We want to see all the way down, chest to floor. We want to see ass to grass on those squats when we know what we're looking for, because that means full range of motion, which leads to more muscle fiber engagement. The more muscle fibers that are engaged, the more that you're using, the higher your caloric burn, the higher your metabolic rate, the better your strength, the functional strength that you will have through that full range of motion. Imagine how embarrassing it would be if you were doing quarter squats for years with heavy weight, and then you found yourself stuck out in the woods having to literally pop a squat to use the bathroom in the woods, and you couldn't do it because you only had your strength in that top half of your squat. Don't let it happen. Flexibility. Oftentimes people think about flexibility, they think about like just stretching. But here's the thing about flexibility. Your body is smart enough that it's not going to let you go into a range of motion that you do not have the strength to get up out of. So in other words, if your muscle fibers are weak in a given range of motion, say the bottom half of your squat or the bottom half of your push-up, your body will say, oh, we don't have the ability to get down there really. So we're just going to stop you from going down there ever. Okay. And this over time leads to real flexibility problems, which leads to imbalances, which leads to things like back pain and hip pain and ankle pain and chest problems. A weak chest actually makes your posture so much worse. Doing full range of motion push-ups will help your posture and allow everything to open up, because your muscles won't tighten up thinking, oh, she can't move because if we let her move, then she'll hurt herself because she doesn't have any strength in that range of motion. No good. So if you are finding yourself in the precarious predicament of, gee whiz, well, I guess I have been doing partial range of motion for a good long time, and I really don't want to, do I have to? And I guess I have to, but how do I? Because it's really daunting to think to get down all the way. And I know because I've been there. For a long time, I thought that maybe I was physically incapable, like there was something structurally wrong with me that I couldn't get through a full range of motion on a squat or a push-up. And I went through it again when I was getting my one leg squat, my pistol squat. I thought, oh, there must be something wrong with the shape of my bones that don't allow me to get into this range of motion. There's nothing wrong with you. What you need to do is to work through that range of motion with assistance either from physical objects or by doing a slow negative. And I'm going to show you how to do both of those things, working through both the squat and the push-up. That's the two we're going to cover, is getting your full range of motion on your squat and your push-up. But this goes for anything. If you're trying to get full range of motion on your row, on your deadlift, on any of your fundamental movement patterns, but squat, push-up. Those are the big two that we always see as personal trainers. We always see folks going too shallow on those two. One, because it's really hard, but it doesn't have to be. I'm going to show you exactly what to do to improve your strength, your range of motion, all that good stuff on those two exercises right now. Now, beginning with your squat, get yourself a chair. If you've been squatting like this, you need to get all the way down, and I promise you, you can. You're going to put your hands on the chair so that you're fully stabilized. And then you're going to come down as deep as you can, keeping the heels on the floor. And don't worry about getting back up. You can help press yourself back up. Now, if you run into a sticking point, come back up and maybe adjust your foot position a little bit. Everybody's hips are a little bit different. You're going to find a position that feels right for you, that you're able to get down into deeper. So you might have to adjust your feet out or in a little bit. You might need to adjust your knees forward or out to the sides a little bit. Find your range of motion that you're able to go through the full range of motion on your squat. And if you find that your heels are peeling up off the floor, then we have to get those heels back down on the floor and work on that squat again, coming down all the way to full depth. And then you use the chair to help you up. Don't even worry about lifting the upper body. Just work on that lower body, getting through that full range of motion. And when this starts to feel easy, then, hey, look, Ma, no hands. Woo! Yes, getting that full range of motion. Heck yeah, working all those muscle fibers, feeling amazing. That's the stuff. Another thing that you can do, and this works particularly well with getting your push-ups in order. Let's say you've been doing partial range of motion push-ups for a long time, just little, or worse, you have your head down and you feel like, oh, I'm getting so far because my head is down. Number one, get your head up. And number two, work on your slow negative push-up. So we're going to start from the top, head out, gaze out, back nice and flat. I'm going to come all the way down to the floor as slowly as I can. Don't worry about the way up. Just get all the way down, chest to the floor. Woo! And then peel up. Okay? And you do this until you're able to push up from the knees. And then push up from the toes. But get all the way down. Get that full range of motion. Don't let your chest get tight. So you can either do those slow negatives or those assisted type movements to get that full range of motion. And is it a lot of work? Yes, it's a lot of work. Is it worth it? Heck yes, it's worth it. Absolutely. Work on that range of motion. Don't feel like it's a step back. It is a step forward. I know you've gotten up to 50 quarter squats and you feel like, oh, I don't want to go back to not being able to even do one full squat. But I guarantee you that full squat is the very next step. If you've been doing little tiny push-ups with your head sagging, making you feel like you're really close to the floor, even though you're not, getting that spinal alignment going through that full range of motion will not only save you so much grief with postural problems and tight pecs later on in the future, you're also going to burn more calories, have a higher metabolic rate, feel amazing and stronger. You're going to be so much stronger. So do it. It's going to help you prevent injury. It's going to help you just feel awesome. And for people who know what a good exercise looks like, they are going to be more impressed by you going full range of motion than all those little quarter reps, half reps. Save your vanity for the mirror. Save your vanity for your outfit. Don't put your vanity into small, short reps just for the sake of getting more and looking busy. Get into the right mindset and get deep into that range of motion. I am Coach Melanie Black. If you want more coaching with me, go to www.thenerdgym.com. We do live online classes, meal plans, all that good stuff. Tons of fun, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Bye.